But if you talk about the goat, like a lot of guys, they say they want to be the goat. Goat, it's a fugazi. It doesn't exist. It all depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for someone who has the most dominating career, maybe it would be Khabib. Who faced the most adversity? Maybe it's John Jones. Who was the most flamboyant? Maybe it's Anderson Silva or Conor McGregor. Who's the most complete of all? Maybe it's Demetrius Johnson. But then you have to take in consideration who was cheating, who took performance enhancing drug, and who there's so many things that to that argument, but it doesn't come overnight. It takes a long time to build that up, to build that case up.
You touch on that fight with Johnny Hendricks that you retire right after that hell of a fight. Did that have anything to do with PEDs? Because you look like so. Well, it's a tough spot for you to answer. I get it. So don't. That's not the intention here. I don't want to get extra clicks saying shit like that.
No. I stopped after that fight because I was also in a place in my life that I would say maybe in depression. I was going through a lot of stuff, and I was ashamed to admit that because of my lifestyle of who I was, I couldn't believe I was going through the depression, and the fighting take a toll on me. I was not having fun doing it, and on top of that, I was fighting against performance enhancing drug, and Johnny Hendricks refused at the time to do the test. I don't have the evidence. I cannot prove,
Exactly.
I don't accuse someone because you don't have the evidence. I think it's wrong, but we agreed at first to do the test, and the UFC, I was angry because the UFC told Johnny Hendricks to not doing it. And I believe at the time they did that because they knew if I would start a new trend, a lot of their champion would fall.
Yeah.
And I give props to the UFC after they changed their mentality and they made a deal with USADA, and you see what happened. Obviously, a lot of their legends fall because I knew it was a big problem in the sport, and that's why I was very frustrated at the time. It makes a huge difference. Some people say, "Oh no, it's only fighting; it doesn't make difference." It makes a huge difference.
Oh, it makes a huge difference.
I have trained personally with guys who are on performance enhancing drug, and when they are and when they are not, they are two different guys, man. It's insane. It makes a huge difference, man. There's guys that look, we all know who we talk about. There's guys that have performance, like flawless performance when they were on performance enhancing drug, and we all know damn well that they would not have those flawless performance if they would not be on these kinds of substance. Come on, it's when someone got caught, it's like, yeah, but it doesn't change the fact that I beat the guy. It's not the performance, and I'm like, yes, it does, man. You would not have that performance if you. It's unfortunate that there is a lot of guys that got caught, but there is a lot of guys also that use it and did not get caught. And man, we all know, especially when you're in the business, you see a lot of things, and you all know, but you know what I mean? You can't say a lot of stuff because it's wrong to accuse someone without the evidence.
Sure.
And there's the system. It's very easy to beat. It's very easy to beat.
Even USADA. Do you ever fought with USADA?
It's very, very easy to beat. Very easy to beat. It's easy to beat. Let's say you get. There's many ways the guys they do it. Let's say you get an injection of something that will last in your body maybe 3 days, but the effect of it will last 1 month. So you put in your whereabout that you're going in somewhere where they will never come to. You're going in Antarctica or whatever, you know what I mean?
And I'll be back in 4 days.
you know you're going somewhere 4 days that you know they will never come to see you. Like you pretend you're going somewhere, so you put that address. They will never come see you, but you're on. Nobody can find you for 4 days, but because you keep training, but you got your injection.
Okay, yeah, wow.
You know that this thing can last in your body. They can detect it in your body maybe 3 days. I'm not an expert. I'm just
sure.
telling you.
I get the point.
That's how people told me they were. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Then after it cannot be found in your body. Now you go back to your normal life, but you still have the effect. The effect are still there. Or what you do is you are sponsored by a company, a food supplement company that makes protein, creatine, but they also do on the black market, they do performance enhancing drug. So what happened is you're sponsored by them, and if you get caught with performance enhancing drug, you blame it on the tainted substance. Yeah. So you say, oh, it's not my fault, it's the protein that I take are tainted. So what they're gonna do, they take a sample of the protein, and then they go back and they say, oh yeah, it's true, it's tainted. So it take away your it make you an innocent person. You know what I mean?
They still got like a 6-month suspension, but it's just like I said.
Not that's it. I don't think if it's tainted supplements, I don't think it's a 6 months suspension. I think it's
because they say that
you're an innocent.
Yes, you are innocent, but you still get a 6 month but the problem is by the time you get the suspension, your
fight
it's already done. Yeah. So
so that those are the main trick that I know a lot of the guys like I say a lot. That's all the guys have done. I've beat the system.
Yeah,
and that's a big problem.
Makes sense. I never thought about that. That's this thing where
they have a food supplement company that are behind them. So if they get cut right away, they have their escape plan. So that's the way they do it.
Yeah.